Meantime, my system is still taking time to wake up. So, any questions from anyone? And did we complete dot working from scripts?
No, Shreya.
Dot working with scripts is not done. Okay, I'll complete that topic today along with this on submit and on some edit. Minutes. Yes, no instances. Right? Let's say I have a requirement here. Okay. And G underscore users, this topic is covered. Hello.
Shreya.
I'm audible.
Yeah.
So, did we cover G underscore user?
No.
Sure. I'll complete them mostly by tomorrow. Don't worry. So today we'll see one more OnCellEdit client script. For that, I'm just opening the incident list. So as we all know, we cannot use G underscore form on the cell edit. Then what we can use? G underscore list. Okay, glide list. Because OnCellEdit is a client script that executes only on the list view of any table. It could be your instance table, it could be your customized table, or it could be any of your core or base table. Okay, but only on table level you will be applying this configuration. Now I have a requirement. If user is not having a admin role, okay, and the state value, if, let's say it is new, from new to in progress or on hold, if I have to modify, I will not be able to do it if I don't hold the admin rights. Is it clear?
Yes, Shreya.
So let's try this. In real time, you'll have such requirements. And G underscore user, this is the glide user API, which works purely on your client side. Okay. As of now, I'll give you just some key points about this API. Okay. Using this API, you can actually see the current logged in user has whether the particular role on his profile or not. For that, we'll be using a method called G underscore form dot has role. Okay. So I can validate whether Lakshmi have this role or not, whether Nandini have this ITL role or not. Okay. Let's write on this client script. Okay. Okay, on state field, we are going to write this. And over here, you can see sysid, table, old value, new value, callback, everything you can actually access. So whenever you have this old value, new values option, just use those instead of creating more variables. Okay, let's say where is admin as the new variable I'm going to create equal to g underscore user what as role. So user should have admin role to modify this. That is the requirement here. If negation of is admin. What is admin, guys? Here it is checking whether user has this role or not, and new value equal to 2. That means from new to in progress, if user has to modify, if he have admin role, he'll be able to do it. Otherwise, no. Again, I'm sorry, I have one more condition. So I'm trying to show you in the same logic, we are going to add and operator as well as or operator. This is an indication of or operator. Okay, this is an indication of and operator. Guys, is it clear? Or you can interrupt me if you have a questions on this. Lakshmi, Naveen, other. Whatever the logic I have applied, is it clear? Anusha, Lakshmi, another Lakshmi, Mani Prasad.
No questions, Shreya. And actually, we are new to this, so
Yeah,
just
so
seeing to understand.
I get it. So I'll tell you one thing here, a easy shortcut. Okay, old value is nothing but the past value. New value is like from what to what the user wants to change. Our restriction here is from new to in progress. If they are going to do, if he's the admin, he will be able to do it. If not, it will alert the user from not submitting, not modifying the changes on the list view. You got it now? Hello?
Yes, Shreya.
Okay, so I'm just giving an alert so that we can see the alert on the form and save and close. So there is already a variable created out of the box. Whenever we set it to false, that means user cannot modify the changes. When the save and close is true, he'll be able to modify the values. Okay, this is save and close. See, you have to use the same variable that was used above. Now let's save it and we have to do some testing here. How do I test it, guys? Sorry. This is one set of conditions, right? So you have to give brackets like this. If we have one more bracket here. Yes. Okay. Save your script. Go to incident list. Don't worry. Try to see as many examples you can see on this client scripts, and coming to real time, you will be doing such requirements only. So see, I'll take here new. I'll be able to modify it as I hold the admin role. See, to on hold also I'll be able to modify. There is no restrictions, and don't worry, there is some business rule that is running which I only enable. I'll deactivate it later. But when I impersonate any other user, all the time the testing is done with the help of impersonation, and there is a standard question on this: who all users can do impersonation? That means what role is required? Either admin role or there is a special role for impersonation, which is impersonator. If either admin role or impersonator role is there, then only they can impersonate any other user. Otherwise, no. How many types of client scripts are there, guys? Hello?
Types. Two
Yeah.
types.
2 types. How many types of client scripts we have in ServiceNow? 4 types. What are those?
4 types.
Four.
Onload, client
on-
scripts.
What? I didn't get you.
on and
on-
on change, self edit.
OnCellEdit, OnSubmit. Okay. Yeah. So these are. I'll also take some interview questions today because I feel none of you are being prepared. So please, guys, there are 4 types of generic client scripts. Coming to catalog client scripts, there are only 3 types. OnCellEdit doesn't work on catalogs because OnCellEdit works only on the table. You got it? So we'll be working on catalog client scripts also. At that time, I'll show you. But please be aware of this basic requirements, like basic questions that may asked in the interviews. If someone asks you how many types of client scripts, there are 4 types only. What are those? On change, on load, on change, on OnCellEdit, on submit. So let's open this. We are on the able to the profile. And where is the state? Let's go with the state here. Let's try to modify the value. See, not allowed to set the state value. Only for ITL user, it will not specifically for ITL user here. Users doesn't have admin role will be alerted like this. See, the value is not getting saved. But while I was doing it from my profile, again for result it works because we have given only 2 validations here. There was a data policy exception to fill the resolution code and notes, but that is not an error that is coming from our logic. You got it? I can close and cancel. This also works now. See, I can close it, but if it is still asking for resolution code and notes. See, I can modify the value. But for 2 and 3, that means state in progress or on hold, if I try to modify, it gives me this alert. You got it now?
Sure.
Yeah, let's end the impersonation. Did I write a very big script to achieve this? No. What I have done, I'll make it more easy. Don't worry at all. We'll see some good examples too. Line scripts. There is one API which I have to discuss with you guys, which is G_user. Okay. As we have G_form, we have G_user dot has role. That means it will check whether this user has this role or not. Let's say we have here Suresh. Okay, Suresh is having admin role. So Suresh will be able to modify these changes. And SHV, who is holding just ITL role, will not be able to modify these changes because this particular line is verifying whether the role is present on your profile or not. So in real time, they may ask you, see, this particular like state option can only be modified by admin or someone with this roles. Then we'll be using has roles and we'll be mentioning that another role also. And user with the admin role or with that particular role will be able to do anything. But if the user doesn't have the role, this alert comes into picture and save and close. That means save and update your changes. We are setting it to false. Those changes will not happen just because we are giving the value as false here. You got it? The syntax, you will never disturb the syntax, guys. Even where save and close, everything will be given by ServiceNow. The callback function for the same is created by ServiceNow. So whatever the logic you want to do, you will be applying it. Using the save and close, you can validate it. Is it clear, or you want me to give some more clear explanation?
You can give some more, Shreya.
Okay. Like, what is your query? You help me out. I will try to explain in that.
No, you can give like you are giving more examples, right? Like that you can do just one or two.
Yesterday on listed it, we can apply like this only. See, if you want, I'll deactivate it. Now, user, see, definitely to access ITL, they need a, to access an incident module, they need a ITL role. That's an exception we have in this PDIs. So let's do something. User with admin role only can modify the category value.
Okay, Shreya.
Okay, from old value to new value, they can modify.
Okay.
The old value will be hardware. From hardware to any other value, if they want to modify, they have to have a admin role. Otherwise, they cannot do this. Can you try now? See, even by seeing 100 examples, it doesn't help you guys. When you try it, you may understand, okay, this is how I have to apply the logic. So Lakshmi, can you explain me, like, can you give me hints how to take this ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, test category. So what client script I have to apply now? And I want this to be
Incident.
enabled on the list.
Incident.
That is a table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Type.
OnCellEdit.
It's
Okay. And what field it should be?
state you're taking, right?
State.
Why? I told category.
Category. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, please listen to the requirement. Okay. So now I'll tell you what is the requirement. You guys have to help me out. I'm not giving you the solution for this. Incident dot list. So we have a category and we have a, let me group by. So from hardware to software or some other option, I want to modify the category. Okay, now I'll be able to do it. But after writing this particular logic, it shouldn't allow me. As an admin, I should be able to do, but any other user without admin role should not be able to achieve this. So how do we take it ahead? Pair ABC equal to G underscore user dot has role. Okay, I'll be explaining this because you are new to this.
Admin.
Okay, that means we are validating if the user has an admin role or not. Has role means this role is there on their user profile or not. System will cross check. On which user it will cross check? Whoever is accessing this particular session. That means if I impersonate Lakshmi, Lakshmi will be the user who is working on that particular time being, right? If it is by Navin, it is worked by Navin at that time being. So it will go and check Navin's profile. When a impersonator user is Usha's profile will be checked. If there is no impersonation, but I'm on my profile, then my profile will be cross-checked. System understand, okay, this user has this role, then he is allowed to do this. If this user doesn't have this role, so he's not allowed to do this. You got it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now please help me with the logic. If, I'm sorry, if
Category.
negation of ABC, that means users without role called admin are trying to access this. Okay.
Is equals to.
Why I have to give is equals to, I'm actually getting it admin. Here negation of admin means that means he doesn't have an admin role.
Okay.
Okay. And
New value.
old values equal to hardware. Not allowed to modify the category value. Save and print. That means those actions should not be updated. Let's save it. Now, I will just get my category to the front. See, as admin, I'm able to modify this. Now, let's impersonate Abel, who is just holding ITL row. Okay. Even in real time, you will just cross-check in this pattern only. So they are 13 and I'm taking 317 here. And there is a category called hardware. See, not allowed to modify the category value. You cannot modify it from hardware to any other value. You got it now? Because here I'm telling old value is hardware and it should not allow the user to modify it. See, you can try for any other value. Like it could be food, it could be database. See, you are not allowed. It's very simple. I just gave old value as hardware. So from hardware, I don't have access to modify to any other value as I don't hold this particular role on my profile. Is it clear?
Here we modify an incidence list, Shreya. Not
On
incident.
category you are modifying.
Yeah, that only I'm saying, like incident list only, right? All the list.
Where I am?
Yeah, here incidents list, all the list.
All the list means, see, even if you apply conditions, I don't understand. It works on the category field. OnCellEdit means on this particular cell, this logic will be executed.
Yeah. Not I'm saying one
She's asking about you are modifying everything in the incident list, right?
list
She's
only,
asking.
right? Not in one incidence.
This is one particular row means one incident only, right?
Okay. Now I missed. Okay.
On the entire
Done.
list, if you want to modify also, you can do it. You can check that way also. See,
Okay,
all the
that
13
way also we are
incidents.
checking, right?
Yeah, you guys are literally confused. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. All the 13 incidents you want to modify, right? That is your question?
Yeah. No, we have to modify, take one incidence. There it will be only we have to modify, right? Or all the
Sorry,
list
మీ వాయిస్ నాకు మీ డౌట్ క్లియర్ గా చెప్పరా?
She's
like
asking on the form or list.
అంతేనా మీ క్వశ్చన్?
yeah.
ఫామ్ లో OnCellEdit అప్లై చేయగలుగుతామా?
Okay.
చెప్పండి, అప్లై చేయగలుగుతామా?
Sorry, మీ వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే. ఫామ్ లో OnCellEdit అప్లై చేయగలుగుతామా?
No, I don't know that. That only I'm asking you.
I told you this particular client scripts executes only on the list. I also
Yeah,
mentioned this. We cannot use G_form
here
here.
only for the particular form only.
Yes. పర్టికులర్
Yeah.
ఫామ్ అంటే నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. మీకు క్వైరీ ఏంటి? ఒక ఫామ్ ఓపెన్ చేసి అక్కడ మోడిఫై చేయగలుగుతానా అంటున్నారా మీరు?
Yeah.
ఆ, నేను చెప్తుంది ఏంటంటే ఇది సెల్ ఎడిట్ పైనే వర్క్ అవుతుంది, లిస్ట్ వ్యూలోనే. ఓకే,
నేను అదే
మీరు ఇప్పుడు
అడుగుతున్నాను, మళ్ళీ
ఫామ్
display
లోకి వెళ్ళి
చేయగలమా?
చేయాలి
Form లో
అంటే
కూడా
ఫామ్ లోకి వెళ్ళి నేను మోడిఫై చేయగలుగుతాను. వై నాట్?
అదే నా క్వెషన్ అదే అన్నమాట. ఇలా చేయొచ్చా? 2 వేలో చేయొచ్చా అని అడుగుతున్నాను.
లేదు. ఫార్మ్‌లో చేయాలి అంటే OnCellEdit యూజ్ చేయరు ఎవరు.
యాహ్!
లిస్ట్ పైన రిస్ట్రిక్షన్. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
లిస్ట్‌లో ఏవైనా చేంజెస్ మోడిఫై చేయడానికి మనం యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వం రియల్ టైమ్‌లో.
యాహ్!
ఎందుకు? అందరూ వచ్చి మోడిఫై చేసేస్తే డేటా కన్సిస్టెంటీగా ఉండదు గదా!
హ్మ్.
అండ్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ అలౌడ్ టు డూ ఇట్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ హావ్ ఎ రోల్. సో, ఆ రిస్ట్రిక్షన్ ఎలా
యాహ్!
బిల్డ్ చేస్తున్నాం?
చేయలేము.
Okay. So, for that reason, we go with OnCellEdit whenever you want to work on the list view of any table.
ఓకే.
Not only incident table, not only problem table, it could be any table. Okay.
ఓకే.
User says
Hmm.
on this list, Shreya is not allowed to modify this value. What type of client script you guys use? Hello?
OnCellEdit.
Yes, that's a good answer. Okay. Like this, you will have a requirements. At that time, Shreya won't be here for you to give you that you have to use OnCellEdit. As a trainer, I'll give you key points, insights, everything while working on this course. But apart from that, you have to do your own research. This is the one I was telling from day one. Even I have given 1 day time for you to understand client scripts on your own. Okay. Still, I don't want to miss out any examples for you. That is not my intention. I want you guys to do a research on your own. You're getting it?
యెస్. ఓకే.
Yeah. సో, ఇప్పుడు మీ డౌట్ క్లియర్ అయిందా లక్ష్మి?
శ్రేయ అయింది.
ఓకే. ఎప్పుడు OnCellEdit ఓన్లీ లిస్ట్ పైనే వర్క్ అవుతది. మీరు రియల్ టైమ్‌లో వర్క్ చేసినా, పీడీఐ పైన వర్క్ చేసినా. ఓకే. ఈ పాయింట్ మీరెప్పుడు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. లేదు అంటే ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ టెల్లింగ్ లైక్ ఆన్ ఫార్మ్ ఆల్సో ఐ వాంట్ టు మోడిఫై దెన్ యూ కెన్ గో విత్ OnChange. Then you have to write 2 client script. One is for OnCellEdit, one is for OnChange of client script.
శ్రేయ అంటే 4 డిఫరెన్స్ ఒక్కొక్క పాయింట్‌లో చెప్పగలరా మీరు?
షా. ఆన్ లోడ్ అంటే ఫార్మ్ లోడ్ అయినప్పుడల్లా మీకు ఒక పర్టిక్యులర్ ఆపరేషన్ జరగాలి. ఒక ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ కనిపియాలి. లేదా ఒక ఫీల్డ్ మ్యాండేటరీ అవ్వాలి. లేదా ఒక ఫీల్డ్‌ని నేను రీడ్ ఔట్ చేయాలి. ఇదంతా నాకు పేజ్ లోడ్ అయ్యి
హ్మ్.
యూజర్‌కి పేజ్ రిప్రజెంట్ అయ్యక ముందే కనిపించేయాలి. ఓకే.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
అదే ఆన్ చేంజ్ అంటే ఏంటి? నేను ఒక పర్టిక్యులర్ వాల్యూని మోడిఫై చేసినప్పుడు ఈ పర్టిక్యులర్ యాక్షన్స్ జరగాలి.
హ్మ్.
అన్నప్పుడు ఆన్
ఏ
చేంజ్ రాస్తాం.
ఆన్ చేంజ్ అనే ఆప్షన్ మనం తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకేనా?
యెస్.
యాహ్! ఓకే. థాంక్ యూ.
OnCellEdit ఎప్పుడు రాస్తాము? whenever you want to restrict or you want to enable some actions on list view. That means on the table. Okay. OnSubmit ఎప్పుడు చేస్తాము? Before submitting the form, you want to validate something. ఓకే. లెట్స్ సే ఛానెల్ అన్నది మ్యాండేటరీ ఫీల్డ్. యూజర్ ఈ ఫీల్డ్‌ని సబ్మిట్ చేయకుండా అదే ఈ ఫీల్డ్‌లో ఏదో ఒక ఆప్షన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేయకుండా
ఓకే.
ఈ రికార్డ్‌ని సబ్మిట్ చేస్తుండేటప్పుడు నేను యూజర్‌ని అలర్ట్ చేయాలి. నువ్వు ఈ వాల్యూ ఫిల్ చేయలేదు. ఇది ఫిల్ చేయకపోతే నువ్వు ఈ ఫార్మ్‌ని
ఓకే.
సబ్మిట్ చేయలేవు.
అంటే అలర్ట్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే.
అలర్ట్ ఇవ్వాలి అని కాదు. ఆన్ సబ్మిషన్‌లో వాలిడేషన్స్ చేయాలి.
హుహు.
ఓకే. నేనిక్కడ చెప్పిన ఎగ్జాంపుల్సే మీకక్కడ ఉండవు. ఆర్ మీరు ఇంటర్నెట్‌లో చూసిన ఎగ్జాంపుల్సే మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్‌లో ఉండవు. వెన్ యూ నో ద లాజిక్ యూ కెన్ అప్లై ఇట్.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
ఓకే శ్రేయ. థాంక్ యూ.
యాహ్! Any other doubts? Guys, if you have doubts, I'm happy to repeat the topic, but I don't want people only learning in the class without investing your time on any of these concepts, trying to understand on your own. Definitely you will be in loss. I don't know how many of you have taken at least half an hour to understand client scripts on your own. Because I don't see anyone here like Naveen even, Lakshmi even, another Lakshmi even, because they three were raising their voices. I appreciate it. But I don't see most of you trying to learn the concepts on your own. See, I'll be there as a trainer. I'll give you the knowledge. But apart from that, I already mentioned someone to go and read product documentation. Is it or not? Okay. Naveen, did you read product documentation of client script?
No, Shreya.
Okay. Lakshmi?
Shreya.
Yes or no? Hello?
No, Shreya.
Okay.
Am I
Lakshmi.
audible?
Yes, you are audible now. Lakshmi,
Yes, Shreya.
did you go through the product documentation of client scripts?
Now, somewhat knowledge I gave, like some coding knowledge I gave, that some points I did, not total.
Okay, at least you tried. How about others? Anyone have tried like Vinay, Yashashvi, Suresh? Yes, Yashashvi, are you trying? I don't know. I'll never hear your voice. Arey? Akhil, guys, please, at least for today, take out half an hour, go through the product documentation. That will also help you to understand. I'll also give you some theory on this, don't worry. But see, when you practically apply them on your PDI only, you can understand. You're getting it?
Yes, Shreya.
Yeah. So now I have a very simple requirement. I want Lakshmi, and Naveen, because these three are only responding. Others, they are just don't even unmute and talk, like Anusha, Akhil, Mani Prasad, RK Naidu, Srinu, Vinay, Yashashvi. You guys, if you respond, I'll be more happy. Otherwise, it's like I don't know whether you are practicing or not. Anusha,
Yes, Shreya.
so what's the problem for you to respond?
No, Shreya, I'm understanding.
Okay. So did you go through the product documentation?
Yeah, I gone through some of the
Mm-hmm.
methods in it.
Okay,
Not
that's fine.
all the
But please respond
documentation.
in class if you have any doubts, okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Mani Prasad, Naidu, Srinu, Suresh, Vinay, the most inactive students.
Shreya, actually, I'm working, Shreya, so that's why I don't have time for practicing and all that.
Okay. So Vinay, I totally understand, but at least half an hour in your day, I think you can take out for learning this service now. Because you can ask me any number of questions during this course. Post this, I'll be engaged with my activities. I may not be able to answer you each and every query, right?
No.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm ready to listen to your points. Okay, I agree that you are busy, but at least on weekends, try to invest your time. Yeah, Yashashvi, how about you? Are you practicing?
Yes,
So
practicing.
have you gone through product documentation?
Not because there is neck issues.
Okay,
Between
but you can
students.
fix the net
Yeah.
issues and you can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Srinu, Suresh.
Yes, Shreya, I have gone through it.
Oh, fine. No worries. I'll conduct a mock interview, guys, because I want to see how much you guys are practicing now. So now, Lakshmi, I have two Lakshmis. So these two Lakshmis are really very good from the day one. I appreciate their participation in class. Okay, even Naveen also responds to me. So see, what happens when someone responds, we usually understand, okay, they are interested to learn these concepts. Okay, so I'll give very simple requirement here. I don't want to modify the category to database from any other value. So how do I write a client script for this particular requirement? Anyone, not only Lakshmi, Naveen, or someone else. How do I write a client script? And this validation should be applied on the list view of a incident table, where again the user should have a admin rights to modify it. Otherwise, he cannot modify from inquiry to database, software to database, hardware to database, network to database, food to database. The requirement is clear.
It's true.
Okay. Suresh, Srini, Anusha, I need other participants. See, Lakshmi and all, they are trying. I understand that they are giving their best. How about others? That's fine. So someone can help me out. I want to write a requirement. See, as a admin, okay. Let's say the category is inquiry. Where is this category? Okay. We'll modify it to database. I'm able to do it because I didn't write any client script and all. Maybe admin also should not do this. How do we achieve this? This is a requirement. Let's give it a try. Configure. From here also you can write a client script. I'll deactivate the older one. Okay, pose this I'll do. Test database. All. OnCellEdit. We are doing it on category, so you have to take the category.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Lakshmi, we have another Lakshmi, right? Can you help me?
Yes, Shreya.
Yeah, you have to help me with the code. I should not be able to modify the value from database to any other category value.
Yeah.
Or no, from any other value to database, they should not be able to achieve.
Mm.
Yeah. This applies on list view again for your clarification. It will not be applied on form.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah.
Where?
Okay. Where?
ABC is equal.
Okay, XYZ equal to
New value, old value.
He understood
Has role.
user.
Genso form has role admin.
okay. I don't want to validate it for admin, so I'm not using that particular has role concept.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone can try. Yes, someone was giving me some right approach. I appreciate it. I think
He
Akhil or
understood
someone.
user.
No, Lakshmi will leave that role. Okay.
Okay.
That means even
Okay.
admin should not be able to modify now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
ABC equal to
Where is ABC? What is the new value here?
Database to
See, from inquiry to database, they should not modify. From software to database, they should not modify. That means the new value is database here.
yeah.
Is it clear,
Database.
guys?
yes, sir.
So, yeah. Now what should I do?
Database equal to
If new value equal
New
to
value equal to
Equals to data.
okay, database. Now what should I write? I want to alert a user. Not allowed to modify the category. And start learning the basics of JavaScript, guys. That is too required. Okay. Save and close. What should I give here?
false,
Yeah.
False.
What happens when I give false?
which is not modified from database to any other category.
Yes. Someone was giving me really pretty well answer. This is how you even have to answer in interviews, even in your projects. Okay. So let's try now. Let's go to the list. I'll do one thing from tomorrow. I'll take 5 minutes for questioning the interviews and all. Now I'll try to modify from inquiry to database. Not allowed to modify from category inquiry to database. You are getting it? I have given old value, new values. So you can give some space again. Save it. It will read what was my old value. It will also show you me my new value. See, from software to database, I'll try now. See, not allowed to modify the category from software to database. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, Shreya.
Shreya.
If
Yeah.
I want, for the same logic, if I want to validate it with any user role, what do? I'll just create one more variable. Okay. And in that variable, I'll be doing this g_user.hasRole validation. Okay, don't worry, I'll give more information about hasRole. We'll see some examples. Now, admin will able to achieve it, but any other user without admin role cannot do that. You are getting it? If you're not explicitly mentioning this line, even admin cannot modify the changes. You got it now?
Shreya.
Can I go to OnSubmit client scripts?
Yes, Shreya.
Yeah. Please, guys, please work on these topics. Okay. Now, let's take one requirement. If the contact type is empty, okay, it has to show some field message here. Field message, again, I'm telling, not error message or info message. Show field message. Over there, you have info and error. Let's go with show field error message. Okay, saying that select the channel type to submit the form. That will be my error message. And without filling this particular field, okay, user cannot submit the form. If the channel is empty, user should not be able to submit the form. So for that, I'm going to write a client script, which is OnSubmit. If channel is empty. See, I need not to select anything. Directly a function has been populated. And we will write our own validations. If, or you can create a variable xyz equals to gform.getValue. What happens with the getValue function? It will get the value that is there on your contact type,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If xyz equal to empty. Okay. What I'm going to do here, gform dot
Set the value.
set field message. Why I'll set the value, guys?
Okay, you are doing field, right? Okay.
Set field message. Sorry, it is show field message. I'm sorry. Show field message. Okay. So, what type of message you want to give? You have to give the backend name of that field. Contact type is a backend name of your channel, and message. Fill the channel to submit the form. This is my message. And is it an error or info? You can define it here. If you give error, it comes red in color. Gform dot set mandatory attachments. So attachment is mandatory. Suppose that I'll give return false. That means when I give return false, no user can submit the form without fulfilling the requirement. Incident. Okay, let's go with new. You fill the channel to submit the form. Even if you try to submit the form for 100 times, you will see the same error, but it will not submit the form. It has submitted, but I have given another validation attachment. It is not checking this particular line. Check mandatory description. Okay. See, it is mandatory, and this is also making you understand that user has to fill this field, otherwise he cannot submit the form. See, this is error message that is coming because this field is mandatory. If I select any other field, it should allow me. See, but this field is again empty, so it is not. Now I'll be able to submit the form. If I give, instead of return false, return true, what happens? It doesn't validate it. See, I just modified the change. See, the channel I haven't filled, description is not mandatory. I was able to submit the form. See, SysID is created. If I go to new one again, if I give return true here, instead of return true, I'll make it return false again. There will be a question on this. That's the reason I'm explaining this again. Okay, let's select some color. Just click on submit. See, SysID 41. I don't know what is it. I'll take new one. You should not allow the user to submit. 492. See, SysID remains to be -1 until unless I provide this information and this information. So, there will be a question like how you can validate that OnSubmit is functioning properly. Which value will make the user not to submit the form? Return false. Only this particular line will define your script. If you are making it return false, that means until unless you pass all the validations that you are set on the script, system doesn't allow you to submit the form. For that, what type of validations we check? Return false. If it is return true, even if you're not meeting the requirement that is set, it will allow you to save or submit the form. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, Shreya.
Okay, so we have 5 minutes. Let's utilize it for discussing about expected questions and client scripts. Okay. Don't worry, while working on Glide Ajax, you will get some more what they say, examples. But meantime, you can also try it on internet and let me know if you are facing some queries and all. So how many types of client scripts are there? What is a client script?
Four.
What is a client script?
Upload, on change, on select.
What is a client script? What is a client script?
It's a client script. Okay.
Okay, see, client script is a logic that works completely on your server side. What is, completely on your client side. What is client side here? That means on the web browser we are going to work. And whatever the logic we are applying here, that reflects on our instance form. Is it correct? So client script allow the system to run some JavaScript code on the web browser when the client-based event occurs. Client-based event means whenever you are writing any client script, UI policy, these are all treated as a client-based events. Usually when a form loads or when a value of certain value changes, or while modifying anything on the list view, or while submitting the form, if you want to cross-verify, you will be using client scripts. And there are 4 types. What are those? On load, on change, OnCellEdit, OnSubmit. And what is if I want to apply this client script on specific view, how do I do that? See, we have a view which you already know. Okay, let me submit, then only you will be able to see the view. Okay, now my requirement, I have to apply it to ITSM workspace, or I have to apply it to ITSM base view. How do I do this? We have an option called global. When you uncheck this, you can see a view, and here you can provide the view name. So whatever the logic we are applying, only apply to that particular view, not for all the views. If it is global, to all other views, this logic will be applied. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and I'll give one more example tomorrow on change, as we are I have another call at 10. Okay. See, how to allow user to update the instance state but restrict closing it in the list view. How do I achieve it? User should not be able to close the instance through list view. Which type of client script can be used?
OnCellEdit.
Yes.
On-
And can you explain me the logic here, if possible? OnCellEdit is a right approach, but I just want to know the logic also. This is assignment for today. Each one of you has to post me that script in the group. Okay, I'll give you a requirement. User should not be able to close instance through list view. There is no validation of any role here. How many wants to try this?
Try Shreya.
Okay, yeah. Different ways to access server-side data in client scripts. There are 3 ways, which is get reference, glide ajax, and display BR. None of them we were discussed, so I'll not be asking you about this. But tomorrow I will be working on get reference method, dot walking, g_user, and one on change client script example. Okay, can someone note down all this and remind me tomorrow if I'm missing out anything? Okay.
Yeah.
So we only
Can
one
you
last
post
question.
the question? Can you post the question one more
I'll
time?
post it on a group. Don't worry. Okay.
Sure.
So one more interview question here. What is the order of execution between UI policy and a client script? Hello.
Yes.
Actually, you can mute yourself if you are not talking. Yeah. UI policy or client scripts, which executes first? So, even try to find an answer for this. I'll give both these questions. Allow me and half an hour or something. I'll give this recording too. But please go through the product documentation of ServiceNow regarding the client scripts. Is it clear?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you all.